Well, introducing change, especially in the context of language program or language curriculum, is inherently messy and unpredictable business. So we can't, foresee whether the change gonna be successful or whether it's going to be embraced by the parties involved. So it's important to oversee how the change is actually taking place and how it's being. So it's important to manage it and provide support in the long run in order to sustain the change. Right. So the innovation got its own significance. What we need just to ensure that after the change has been done, we need to ensure that there is a real improvement. For example, we've got, in the light of our National Language Curriculum 2006, we've got much emphasis on teaching language through communicative and task-based approaches. So it's important to see really, is it happening really in the classrooms? That's important. Is the change being sustained by the language teachers? That's important to be considered, right? So innovation, there are a number of ways whereby we can manage innovation. For example, defining clearly the aims and defining the end results and ensuring how to gather the information and what has to be done and what action needs to be done and how we can review the change, right? Well, introducing change, as I've been reiterating throughout this topic here, is a messy, complex phenomenon, and since it involves, various stakeholders, obviously the, change agents, and the teachers. So that's it. What's important here is to have clear, visible communication, good communication between all these types of stakeholders, and we can take a strategic approach whereby, as we already discussed, 4 major strategies which we can employ to bring about the change, right? So that's what the point here is, which I raised in the beginning of this module, that it's very messy and unpredictable, task. So what if the question, we can conclude this main topic, what if the change is resisted by different parties involved? So what could be the consequences then? One of the consequences could be, teachers might agree but do nothing, or they might accuse the change agents. So this is important to address this issue. I mean, just to perceive how people are going to resist the change. So that's important to see. And in this regard, what's important is just to introduce some training sessions in the form of in-service training sessions, workshops for language teachers, or just to negotiate with them. So there are a range of strategies which we can employ to address the issues of resistance.